Really, really do. And you got to remember, when you get up there in age, I mean, when you go down like that, there's a lot of collateral damage that could potentially come with that. And I think that a lot of times, just imagine seeing yourself going up against somebody older or whatever. We've seen it with people in the streets. We've seen it everywhere. You're suddenly in front of somebody, you're like, this person's old.
Right.
This ain't even right. I'm not going to do this.
Manny Pacquiao could defy
He's 46 years old. He fought Ugas like 3-4 years ago. And after the fight the fight looked horrible. He should not have been in the ring. Came out all lumped up. His wife was feeding him soup because he couldn't eat.
Stephen A. Smith has strongly criticized Manny Pacquiao's decision to return to boxing at 46 years old, saying he should stay retired. He expressed his disappointment and called the fight embarrassing, not just for Pacquiao, but for the sport of boxing as a whole. According to him, boxing deserves better than these kinds of comeback fights, and so do the fans. He believes legends should protect their legacy instead of chasing unnecessary returns.
Embarrassed by every word I just said. I truly am embarrassed for the sport of boxing. Because I love boxing. Loved it since I was a kid. But the sport deserves better.
Many boxing fans have reacted negatively to the news of Manny Pacquiao returning to the ring to fight Mario Barrios. The consensus online is that this matchup makes no sense from a competitive standpoint. People believe this isn't about sport or legacy. It's just another money-making event. With no real stakes or championship relevance, viewers are calling it a disappointment and saying fans deserve real, meaningful matchups instead of spectacle fights.
This whole shit with Pacquiao and Barrios, man. Mauricio just want those little sanctioning fees, man. That's all it is. They just want a little sanctioning fees off that Pacquiao perk. I'm not with it. I don't think it's cool. You know, there's other people that kind of deserve that a little better. I personally wanted Boots and Barrios to clash. You know, he got a fight on the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just stupid. I don't see the fucking point in that fight at all. I mean, if it happens, it happens. At the end of the day, he was a generational talent. I think it'll be an entertaining fight because Barrios is there to fight, you know, but I'm going to have to edge the younger guy, you know what I'm saying?
Promoters of the fight argue that Pacquiao simply wants to retire as a WBC champion, since the WBC title was the first he ever won in his career. They frame it as a sentimental full-circle moment. However, critics see this as nothing more than a weak excuse to justify a comeback that risks his health and legacy.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. It was released, PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Pacquiao is already a Hall of Fame inductee, and fans feel protective of that status. His name brings memories of greatness, and the idea of him fighting again at age 46 has left many of his longtime supporters upset. The emotional response stems from respect. People remember his glory days and feel that another fight, especially against someone like Barrios, only puts that legacy in danger.
Bro, I'm sitting here chilling, right? Chilling with Miss KO, about to go grab some lunch. And my homie L-Dub texts me, and he let me know some crazy shit, bro. Manny Pacquiao is trying to come back to boxing, and he want to fight Mario Barrios for the 147-pound WBC welterweight title of the world. Manny, 8-division champion, bro. Hall of Fame fighter. Great memories of watching you fight. Sit your old ass down somewhere, man, and chill with your wife, bro. Go be senator, bro. Just because you didn't win president don't mean you can't run again and maybe try to win the next time, dog. We not trying to see you back in the boxing ring at all. Ugas beat your ass in 2021. Barrios beat Ugas' ass in 2023. What the fuck do you think Barrios gonna do to you right now, bro? Sit down, Manny. Shit.
Joe Rogan once praised Manny Pacquiao as one of the most incredible world champions in the history of the sport. He highlighted how Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman at age 40, a feat most thought was impossible. That fight added to his legend, proving his greatness well into his later years. But that was 5 years ago, and fans argue that time has caught up to him. He no longer looks like the fighter who shocked Thurman.
Yeah.
You know, and
seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, God damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career. with 8 different weight classes, world titles in? 8 different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion.
Well, he sure turned back the hands of time on that one.
It's fucking crazy.
Didn't he?
And he fought in spurts. Both of them fought in spurts. And I thought Keith was going to pick up on it, but Pacquiao was only fighting the end of the round.
Boxing analyst and former opponent Tim Bradley has often said that Pacquiao gave the sport unforgettable moments. From his wars with Juan Manuel Marquez to his victories across 8 weight divisions, Pacquiao's resume is unmatched. Bradley emphasized that his career is already cemented in history and that nothing else needs to be proven. Every fight he takes now only adds risk without reward.
What are your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao getting inducted?
Come on, it's a no-brainer, bro. Manny Pacquiao, no-brainer.
What did he do for the sport of boxing?
Everything. What did he not do? Fought the best guys, traveled up weight classes, definition of pound for pound. You know, he gave us memory after memory after memory. You know, he fought the toughest and stiffest competition,
including yourself.
You know? I mean, come on, bro. Manny Pacquiao, and he fought him when he was like older too. You know what I mean? This dude don't duck no smoke, bro. But that's the old school way of boxing. You don't have guys like that nowadays, man. So Manny Pacquiao definitely gonna be missed. Till today, Manny was fight man. Boxing would be in a different place right now. If Manny came right now, bro, oh my God, it'd be ridiculous. But we looking for somebody here in America, bro. To be honest with you, somebody here in America to take over the game, bro. Yep. You know what I mean? All right. I'll check you later, bro.
Rolly Romero recently expressed shock that Pacquiao wasn't inducted into the Hall of Fame earlier, calling him one of the greatest fighters of all time. He pointed out that Pacquiao remains the only boxer to have won titles in 8 different divisions. Romero's comments reflect the respect Pacquiao commands among active fighters, which makes it even more confusing why the legend feels the need to fight again.
So Manny Pacquiao is not inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Not yet. What does he mean to the sport of boxing?
No, wait. Y'all just got me fucked up. Wait. The one dude, an 8 division champion, not inducted to the Hall of Fame. So, well, I mean, obviously now he's about to be, but...
What did he mean to the sport of boxing? What did he mean to you? Is there something memorable about Manny that stands out in your mind when his name's brought up?
No, because you know, when Manny was like knocking out all those people crazy and all that stuff, you know, I wasn't in boxing at the time, you know, so. But like I said, I mean, I do remember him fighting Broner. That was January 19th, 2019. I remember when he fought Keith Thurman. That was on July 20th. July 20th, 2019, we fought Ugas, man.
Stephen A. Smith, known for his passionate takes, has been vocal about Pacquiao's return. He believes that Pacquiao has done enough and should not risk tarnishing his reputation. Smith warned that continuing to fight past his prime could damage the way people remember him. He's not alone. Many analysts agree that Pacquiao should remain retired and let his greatness stand unchallenged.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people... I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Marcus.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm going to miss him.
Following his retirement in 2021, Pacquiao focused on politics and ran for president in the Philippines, though he lost the election. Since then, he has stayed active in charitable efforts and public service. His return to boxing feels unexpected and out of place, especially when most believed he had transitioned out of the ring for good. Fans who admired his post-boxing work are questioning why he's coming back now.
2015, remember that one. Pacquiao is now planning to run for president in his native Philippines this upcoming May. But Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, he started out boxing, he was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112, and went all the way up to
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just...
I don't believe, I feel very comfortable and said I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bums. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita, Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather, Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year. First ballot Hall of Fame. He's great. He fought everybody.
For decades, Manny Pacquiao was regarded as the best of his generation, possibly the best ever. His speed, heart, and warrior spirit won over fans worldwide. Many felt his legacy was perfectly wrapped up when he retired.
Thank you to Manny Pacquiao. Unbelievable career that we may never have a career like that again. I want you to take with you, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, is moments. By taking themselves out of a comfort zone, challenging themselves. And Manny Pacquiao is a dinosaur when it last of a dying breed. We're not going to see too many fighters like this ever again. And Pacquiao is going to be the type of fighter that we tell our kids about. Pacquiao has 20 wins, greater than some of your favorite fighters' best win. Manny Pacquiao has 3 Hall of Fame careers in one, winning legit titles in 8 different weight classes. Pacquiao's legacy will age better and better and better. Times go on and on and on. A fighter like Floyd Mayweather, I think his legacy will diminish a little bit. Salute to Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest of all time.
The backlash isn't directed only at Pacquiao. Mario Barrios is also catching heat. Critics say he should be focusing on opponents in his age group, not someone almost 20 years older. By agreeing to this fight, they argue that Barrios is taking the easy road instead of proving himself against real contenders in his division. Some fans even question whether he's showing disrespect by accepting this mismatch.
Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao are in talks for the WBC welterweight title fight. They want to do it in Vegas. Pacquiao is 45 and hasn't competed since August 2021 in a decision loss. Mario Barrios is definitely trying to stat pad at this point. In a stacked welterweight division, you can fight Crawford. If you don't want to fight someone who's coming off a W, fight Spence Jr. Go fight Jaron or Stanius, you know? Fight one of the top 4 fighters. You're ranked top 5 and you want to fight Manny Pacquiao? That's stat padding. That shouldn't even count as a win. And I love Manny Pacquiao, but I mean, in his prime, he would definitely beat Mario Barrios, but it's past his prime. Hasn't fought in 3 years. Is 45 years old. It's time to hang it up, bud. I will say, though, if he somehow miracle pulls it off, it'll be the greatest win, I think, in my opinion.
Pac-Man comeback? What's going on? Manny Pacquiao is coming back for another fight against Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship, I believe. Is that something, or is it just
I don't know.
tabloids?
I don't know. I keep laughing about that fight. I don't know. I don't know if they exist. I don't know where the money would come from.
Who's paying the Pacquiao tax?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it just seems the guy's almost 50 years old. I mean, come on. Was he 46, 47 years old?
Could he beat Barrios?
No. Can't beat anybody at this point.
When asked if Pacquiao could win this fight, fellow fighter Jose Ramirez didn't give a clear answer.
It's a good fight for Mario Barrios, you know.
Big payday, big fight, but can he win, or is it Pacquiao?
In that version of Ugas that he beat? No, he's 46. He's 46. Who did he lose
You're
to
starting to sound more and more like
who did Pacquiao lose to?
Teddy Atlas.
Who did he lose to in his last fight? Pacquiao.
Pacquiao lost to Ugas.
How did he look coming out of that fight? Did you see his wife having to fucking feed him soup?
I don't remember that part.
She was feeding him soup.
I don't remember that fight.
He lost. Exactly. He was fucked up.
So that means
how long ago was that? Like 4 years ago?
So if he pulls this off, it means even more.
He should not be in the ring.
I think it was 3-4 years.
That was like 3-4 years.
boxing trainer Hackett also weighed in, expressing doubt about whether Pacquiao understands the physical challenge he's stepping into. He noted the gap in activity and age, pointing out that Barrios is not just younger, but actively fighting. Mario Barrios' coach, Bob Santos, recently discussed the possibility of fights with high-profile names like Jaron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr., and now Manny Pacquiao. Santos views this as a huge opportunity for Barrios to elevate his name.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story when he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a two-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing, goes at that point.
On the flip side, Barrios himself has expressed nothing but admiration for Pacquiao. He said it would be a dream come true to share the ring with someone he idolized growing up. His respect is clear, but fans argue that admiration alone doesn't make this a good fight. Many feel Barrios is still taking advantage of a legend who may be past his physical limit. To many boxing insiders, this matchup feels more like a publicity stunt than a proper contest. The age gap, the lack of a recent activity from Pacquiao, and the promotional hype all point to a fight designed to sell tickets, not to challenge skills. It's being labeled as a disgrace by some, who believe this kind of booking cheapens the sport and sends the wrong message about competition.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen... You are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. And why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense for either party.
Fans have voiced their frustration. They believe Pacquiao is way past his prime and nearing 50, and that fighting someone as young and active as Barrios is likely to end in a brutal knockout. People don't want to see their hero fall. They want to remember his rise.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios, there's 210 Boxing is reporting that this fight is a done deal. I'm not going to believe it 100% until I see PBC announce it and everything per se. But I mean, this is a fight that has been in talks from a lot of people, from that side, saying that Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao have been negotiating the fight and everything. And I'm gonna just be real, honestly, man. I don't care for this fight because I don't care to see Manny Pacquiao back fighting again in the ring. Like it serves no justice seeing Manny Pacquiao after we just seen him fight in the exhibition and was not looking good at all in this exhibition. Like he did not look good in the exhibition fight at all. So I really don't want to see Manny Pacquiao fight Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios, I mean, he gets a big payday and he gets to put a legend on his resume. And I think Mario Barrios would definitely win this fight because I just don't think Manny Pacquiao has any gas left in the tank to fight, at an elite level like he did in the past. I mean, and I don't want to see him mess up his legend over trying to come back and fight, a younger fighter when, Manny Pacquiao, he's way out of his prime. So I don't want to see this fight in particular for real, but yeah, Manny Pacquiao, like, damn near close to 50, man. Like, come on, man. It was hard watching Manny Pacquiao in the exhibition fight that we seen him in a few months ago.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.